future of equal internet access remains unclear as the FCC voted today to roll back net neutrality rules.
The Wisconsin Farmers Union says the decision could impact people in rural areas more drastically. Rose Schmidt tells us some of the challenges they face in staying connected with the rest of the state. Rose?
Well, Susan, Eric, 20% of Wisconsin has only one or no internet service providers, and thousands of people don't have access to higher download speeds. So that means when it comes to internet, rural residents are often paying more for less. Now, I talked to a local farmer who told me getting high-speed internet completely changed his business.
This is another app that we're able to use.
New technological advances in farming make it easier for Mitch Breinig to do his job.
We're just able to install cameras on our farm, and they're cloud-based, and so from anywhere in the world, I can look at my farm, and if there's a cow calving or, something in the barn.
He can keep track of cows' feeding schedules and make sure everything is in its place with just the touch of a few buttons. He has a high-speed internet connection now, but that wasn't always the case.
We're about 20 minutes from Madison, but we've really struggled with internet access.
Thousands of people in rural Wisconsin don't have access to high-speed internet. There are areas with only one internet service provider, and the Wisconsin Farmers Union worries that the net neutrality rollback could make things even more difficult for them.
One of the avenues that people who are in favor of the repeal say is like, well, you can just use another internet provider then if you're unhappy with your service there. But for people in rural America, we don't have that choice.
But a Madison College marketing professor says the rollback has the potential to help people in rural areas by encouraging more competition.
And one of the things that a lot of the big internet companies want to do is to be able to invest more into like rural and more outlying communities that don't have a lot of broadband internet service now. So part of this idea is it's going to give them more financial incentive to actually invest into those areas and hopefully bring a lot of people that either don't have internet access or have limited internet access into more in line with what someone in a big city has gotten used to.
There are still many unknowns, but people in rural areas just want to make sure they stay connected as technology changes.
And I think anything we can do to sort of connect the rural community to the real world, right, is really an important thing.
The chairman of the FCC pushed for the net neutrality rollback today, but opponents plan to fight the decision in court. So we'll have to wait and see how this affects the rural community here in Wisconsin.
Very big issue. Rose Schmidt in studio. Rose, thank you.